May God save these United States and His honorable court. You may be seated.
Well, good morning. Since we have no formal business, the court will now go into informal session. Cameras will be permitted. I would like to issue on behalf of your court a special welcome to the new lawyers-to-be, your families and friends. The special order of business today is your admission ceremony. At this time, permit me to introduce myself. I'm Chief Justice Jim Hanna, and I'd like to introduce my fellow Associate Justices on the bench who share this privilege with me. To my right is Justice Don Corbin, Justice Jim Gunter, Justice Karen Baker. To my left, Justice Robert Brown. Although there are many others who should be recognized, time doesn't permit me to do so. I would be remiss, though, if I did not acknowledge a few special people who have a decided interest in our ceremony today. Interim Dean Paula Casey from the William H. Bowen School of Law at the University of Arkansas in Little Rock. Carl Serco from representing the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville Law School. Karen Hutchins, Executive Director of the Arkansas Bar Association. Chris Thomas, Executive Director, State Board of Law Examiners. At this time, I'd like to recognize Mr. Charlie Harwell from Springdale, Arkansas. He's the President of the Arkansas Bar Association for introductions of attorneys-to-be. President Harwell.
May it please the Court, Mr. Chief Justice and members of the Supreme Court, as President of the Arkansas Bar Association, I take pride in presenting these candidates who have completed the requirements which qualify them as attorneys and counselors at law and take pleasure in moving their admission to the bar of the state of Arkansas.
Thank you, President Harwell. The Court accepts your petition. In a few moments, we will administer the oath, and which will be followed by the presentation of the licenses. Family members who are lawyers may come forward and assist in the presentation, and those of you who desire to take a close-up photo of the recipient may come forward when the name is called. Names will be called in alphabetical order. Upon receiving your license, please exit the courtroom at the south door and proceed to the west wing of the Justice Building, where everyone is invited to attend a reception which is sponsored by the Arkansas Bar Association in honor of our new lawyers. Assisting in the presentation will be Les Steen, Clerk of the Arkansas Supreme Court. Now, at this time, I'm going to ask the lawyers of our new attorneys to please raise your right hands, and I will administer the oath. If you please just repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas, and I will faithfully perform the duties of attorney at law. I will maintain the respect and courtesy due to courts of justice, judicial officers, and those who assist them. I will, to the best of my ability, abide by the Arkansas Rules of Professional Conduct and any other standards of ethics proclaimed by the courts, and in doubtful cases, I will attempt to abide by the spirit of those ethical rules and precepts of honor and fair play. To opposing parties and their counsel, I pledge fairness, integrity, and civility. Not only in court, but also in all written and oral communications. I will not reject from any consideration personal to myself the cause of the impoverished cause of the impoverished, the defenseless or the oppressed. I will endeavor always to advance the cause of justice. And to defend and to keep inviolate. The rights of all persons whose trust. Is conferred upon me as an attorney at law. On behalf of the court, welcome and congratulations on becoming a member of the Arkansas Bar. It's a long road that you've traveled to be where you are today. At least 4 years of undergraduate work and a college degree, 3 years of law school and a Juris Doctorate degree, and then the bar examination. Congratulations. Remember, always remember, having a law license is not a right, it's a privilege. Having a law license opens many doors for you, affords many opportunities for you, and can provide you with many benefits. But never forget, having a law license imposes obligations and responsibilities on you. Remember the oath that you've just taken. Law school has given to you the basics that you will need, that you will build on each day and every day that you practice law, if you are to be a proficient and competent attorney. In addition, never forget your responsibility to your chosen profession. In this day and time when we are seeing attacks on the independent judiciary, never-ending lawyer jokes, and attacks on our profession, you should continue to work at all times to improve the profession and its image. Be proud of your profession, and be sure the profession is proud of you. Having an independent judiciary and the rule of law is what separates the United States of America from other countries. Without the independent judiciary, our Republican form of government that we so dearly love and cherish would not have survived. The judiciary cannot function without the trust and confidence of the people, nor can the other branches of government. We should never do anything to cause the people to lose their trust and confidence in the judiciary. How you perform as an attorney and person will have a great impact on how the people view the legal process, the judiciary, our system, and our profession. We have the greatest judicial system in the world, but if a person cannot walk through the courtroom doors because of lack of money, then having the greatest judicial system in the world means absolutely nothing to that person. We must strive to make sure that everyone has equal access to justice, that everyone has a level playing field in court regardless of who they are or what their financial condition might be. No greater honor can be given to you than to have another person to place their confidence and trust in you. When clients retain you to represent them, they are placing their trust and confidence in you. This is the most important thing in their life at that time. They are vulnerable and looking to you and trusting you to help them. Don't ever do anything to violate that trust that your client places in you. None of us know where our careers will lead us. In my class, which is typical, we've had state legislators, we've had a governor, we had a congressman, a mayor, several circuit court judges, district court judges, a federal district court judge, a federal court of appeals judge, 3 people that served on this court, and one of my colleagues became the number 2 person in the FBI. We had practicing attorneys, businessmen, and civic leaders. And from you will come our leaders of tomorrow. Your license opens many doors. Use it wisely. Remember and revisit the oath you have just taken. Follow the oath and the code of professional conduct, and you will be successful. Together with hard work, I know you will become the lawyers that you want to be and that you should be. Again, the court congratulates you and hopes that you have a long and successful career. I also want to congratulate the family and the friends of our new lawyers. It is your love, your encouragement, your being there for them during the hard and trying times, and I'm speaking from experience, that has made all this possible. You deserve to share this moment with your loved one. That's the good news. The bad news is that your work is not done. The new lawyers in the coming days will continue to need your counsel and understanding. Hopefully not as much of your money. You are starting on a new and exciting journey. Enjoy it, and good luck. And we'll conclude with the presentation of the licenses.
B. Chase Mangiapane. Carly Suzanne Marshall. Wade McDougall. Matthew James McFarland. James Christopher McNeil. Malcolm Noble Means. Carla L. Miller. James L. Miners. Ryan A. Minnie. Hamilton Moses Mitchell. Eric C. Moore. William Stewart Moore. Adrienne Morris. Jamie Gruner Moss. Bradley Ross Mullins. Caleb Johan Norris. Bridget Hillebrand Norton. Jonathan Craig Parker. Robert C. Patton. Hey, Robert. Gladiola A. Polamo Ramirez. Ben Perry. Sonia Catherine Platt. Laura Melissa Pope. Sarah Miriam Porhosseini. William Marshall Prettyman III. Andrew Michael Raines. Ryan L. Rainwater. Nathan Andrew Reed. David William Records. Timothy Paul Reed. Ryan Robert Ranero. Bergen Burnell Reynolds. Nicholas Ryan Reynolds. Eric D. Roberts. Danielle Elders Robertson. Anna Deanne Rowe. Andrew Blake Rollins. Whitney Danielle Romans. Tawny Rao. Nicholas J. Sasso. Sky Sterling Sebring. Andrew Kent Sheelor. Sarah Ann Shirley. Stephen Anthony Shoptaw. Bradford R. Schumpert. Carrie Sims. Claudia Noel Scaff. Drew Edward Smith. Matthew C. Stauffer. Christopher M. Stevens. Mickey L. Stevens. Christina Marie Stolars. Aaron M. Suddeth. Matthew David Swindle. Lawrence Justin Tate. Isabel Vassar Taylor. Jeffrey Sherrod Thomas. Brett A. Thompson. Brianna R. Trombley. Tiffany Renee Tucker. Jonathan Sylvanus Udoki. Stephanie Vondrain. Ryan K. Wallace. Jeremiah Wax. Joshua Lee West. Kyle A. West. Samuel Joseph West. John Francis Willens. Charlie Elise Williams. Sammy Jean Wilmoth. Jordan P. Wimpy. Jacqueline Elizabeth Woolslacker. Christopher Shane Woodard. Adrienne L. Woods. Colleen A. Woodall, Youngdahl. Sorry.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Everyone rise. The Supreme Court will be in recess until next Thursday morning at 9 a.m.